Hi everyone. So this is a quick video of the overview dashboard and client details specifically. I'm going to go over each component that you see on this space to give you a high level now. These rectangles are your outbound minutes, inbound minutes, your quotes, how much you pay for those, projected minutes. You have your activated phone numbers here, and you have your payment cards here. And then down here, you have your subclients. Okay, in client details, you have your name, your client ID, which is just your identifier. This is used to authenticate for inbound and outbound calls if you're making calls outside of this dashboard using like another CRM or system. You have the total calls made since you created your account, the total minutes used since you created your account, your call pause. This means if this is yes, that means your calls are paused and you're not allowed to make calls, meaning that you'll receive an error code when trying to initiate them. So if your call pause is no, that means you're good to go. Your total outbound minutes since you've created your account, your total inbound minutes, your total outbound calls, total inbound calls. Your outbound and inbound quote is the price that you pay for your minutes. So right now this is 10 cents for outbound and 10 cents for inbound. And this obviously will range based on which plan or which subscription you're on. Some of them go all the way up to 20 cents a minute, 30 cents a minute, etc. You have your account balance here. You have your projected outbound and inbound minutes. So this is how many minutes you're projected to be able to use with how much money you have in your account balance. So with this account, it has $13,000 in it. So this is how many minutes I'd be able to use on outbound before I ran out of my account balance. And the number is the same for inbound since the inbound quote is exactly the same as the outbound. But if the inbound quote was 15 cents and the outbound quote was 10 cents, then this number would be less because I could use less inbound minutes for the amount of money I have in my account. This here is the outbound minutes used since the last refill. And then this is the inbound minutes used since last refill. So I'd say by default, whenever your account balance gets $2 or below $5, it automatically tops up your account $30. So let's say my account just got topped up and now I have $35 in it. It would show, this would almost reset, saying that I've used 0 minutes since my last refill, since the refill just happened. Or let's say the situation where I've used, $10 worth of minutes, or let's say 100 minutes since my refill. This would show 100. Going down here, these are your activated phone numbers. These are the phone numbers that are in your Twilio account and you've added them to your dashboard. Phone numbers that live in your Twilio account and that or haven't been added to your dashboard are separate from each other because they have to be activated or registered to be able to use them with the AI system. Here you have your payment cards. So these are cards you've added to your account that can be charged. The one that's marked as default is the card that will be charged automatically for your top-up amounts. Go down here to subclients. Subclients, these are the clients that you have that you've onboarded into your account. So this is only relevant for agencies. If you're a regular client, then you do not have the capability to onboard clients or have subclients. So you won't be seeing any of these entries here. But if you're an agency, you'll be able to see all these clients here and you'll be able to see their metrics, whether or not their calls are paused. You can pause them yourself. The inbound, outbound quote that you assign to them, the account balance, the projected minutes, etc. This will all be here. You can click details. In details, you can see if they've added a card and the transaction. So this shows you how many times they've gotten their card charged and basically how many minutes they've used. You can click edit here. You click edit, you can edit their calling action. This is how you pause the calls. You can edit their account balance. You can only add money to it. You can edit their outbound and inbound quote. So this is the amount of, that you've given them. So I'd say that your inbound and outbound quote is 10 cents both ways, but you want to charge all your clients 20 cents. You gave them the 20 cents when you onboarded them, but you can always change it. Let's say that you want to charge them more. You want to change it from 20 cents to 30 cents. You can go in here and hit edit and do that. You can update their email. You can also update their Twilio credentials here. And these are the phone numbers they've added to their account. The next thing that I'll cover is the onboarding dashboard and then the subclient transaction. So I'm going to save the onboarding for another video, but I will go over the subclient transactions here. So this is where you're able to see the transactions from all of your subclients, their client ID, and the refill amount, and the date. If you go up here to this hamburger menu, you'll be able to see transactions again, the CRM key for your current account. So if you want to edit your CRM key, your GHL key. You can get to the super admin dashboard here. This is if you are a enterprise white label. I will go over this in a separate video. If you want to add a balance to your account, so let's say you're trying to launch a campaign and you need to preload a balance, you would enter the balance here that you would like to have your card charged for, and you hit submit. It would charge your account the amount that you put in this box. You can update your Twilio credentials. You can edit your payment gateway. If you click this, then this is the information that you submitted to us when you added your card. You can change that information, your name, address, etc. And then you can set your auto refill amount with this button. So you can change the amount to $30, $50, $100, or even $200 for your refill amount. So that means that whenever your balance gets to $5 or below dollars, do you want it to refill $50, $100, or $200 from the default 30? And that's everything from the first video on client details. I will be making more subsequent videos on the onboarding process, and then I'll go over some of the more tabs on the left side here.